These surprising benefits of a 30-minute walk a day is the most profound way that you can improve your health today. Hey Wellness Warrior, I'm Dr. Nick Zyrowski, and when you talk about true anti-aging, when you talk about real disease prevention, this is it. In only 30 minutes a day, you will transform your health. If you are not getting exercise in every day, you have a deficiency. Just like you could have a nutritional deficiency, you will have an exercise deficiency because your genetics require it. I compiled all the research, and this is so interesting and fascinating, all the research on how profound just a 30-minute walk a day is. We're going to talk about all the details as to what you need to know in order to perform this correctly, but let's talk about some of the fun facts about a 30-minute walk a day and how profound it is to your overall health. A 30-minute walk a day will prevent 91% of all cases of type 2 diabetes. It'll reduce the risk of stroke by 30% and prevent 50% of all stroke deaths. It'll decrease congested heart deaths by 63%. It'll decrease hospital readmissions for heart failure by 71%. A 30-minute walk a day will decrease your blood pressure by 11 points and also decrease your bad cholesterol, the LDLs, and increase the HDLs, which are thought to be your good cholesterol. Now, this is incredible because think about this for a second. It'll decrease your blood pressure by 11 points. How many people are taking blood pressure medication and could do this instead? How many people are on cholesterol medication and could do something like this instead? This is profound. And conditions of the cardiovascular system is the #1 preventable cause of death in the world. 30-minute walk a day could transform that based off these statistics. Now, when we take a 30-minute walk a day, it's 5,000 steps. And when you walk that 30 minutes, it's going to burn around 170 calories, right? It'll even help you lose some weight. Now, one of the things that becomes a little bit confusing here is you hear all the time, well, aren't you supposed to walk 10,000 steps a day? Isn't that the magic number that most people look at their smartwatch saying, well, I didn't get my 10,000 steps in? Well, does it matter all that much? Well, it's kind of interesting because a 30-minute walk a day will get you about that 5,000 steps, but isn't it a little bit confusing? Which one do we need? Well, the reality is we need 5,000 steps in the form of exercise and then 10,000 steps in its entirety, right? But the reality is that walking around your house and walking back and forth from the refrigerator or around the office is not exercise. It's just movement. Movement, of course, is good. However, what we want to do is focus on the exercise aspect of it. So though you might get 10,000 steps in, it's only really beneficial if you're actually getting about 5,000 of that in the form of exercise. And we'll talk about the details as to what pertains to just going for a walk and what actually equates to some exercise here. So let's go ahead and look at the rest of the benefits of walking 30 minutes a day, because that wasn't it. Even though that was incredible, that wasn't it. There's more in the research. It helped decrease breast cancer by 60%, decrease the risk of colon cancer by 50%. That's incredible when you think of how many people suffer from these things. It's going to help strengthen your bones, and we're kind of getting into some of the real anti-aging stuff. Improve your immune system. Most people think, well, you got to have some pill and potion and all these things in order to improve your immune system. How about a 30-minute walk a day? It will increase your anti-tumor activity. It'll prevent 47% of cognitive impairment in 62% of cases of Alzheimer's. It'll help prevent 52% of all dementia. As you age and your brain starts to slip, this isn't something that's a laughing matter. This is something you have to take seriously, because you can take something like a 30-minute walk a day and help reverse that negative activity that's happening in your brain. It'll help reduce anxiety and depression by 20%. I will tell you, it saddens me to the core how many people are taking medications for anxiety and depression when they aren't doing things like going for a 30-minute walk a day. And this is because these medications have a lot of collateral damage, even suicide being a part of that. Whereas you could just do a 30-minute walk a day and then see if you have to go that route. But wow, this is something you should be doing first. Exercise, right? Next, enhance learning capacity by 12 times. When I was in school and we'd have these days where we were in class for 8 hours, one of the things that our teachers would do, they'd be like, at lunchtime, don't go sit around somewhere, go and exercise, go to the gym. It's gonna help you learn. So very good for learning capacity. It's gonna also help enhance physical function in older adults, decrease arthritis, and help balance your hormones. Now let's talk about the best time and some of the factors that are very important to consider if you want to get good results with this. Best time of day. This is interesting because what the research shows is that if you actually go for a 30-minute brisk walk After your meal, it can actually decrease blood glucose spikes by as much as 50%, because when you activate the glucose mechanisms within the muscle tissue, it's going to help drive down that blood sugar. So one of the best times is after a meal, no doubt about it. Now, another good time that I think I really like is going to be first thing in the morning. You get outside, you get that first light on your skin. It helps with your circadian clock. It helps with your body know the difference between daytime and nighttime so that you can sleep better at night and have better energy throughout the day. As it pertains to best time, one of the things we have to remember is doing it at any time of day is better than not doing it at all. If you can't fall into some of these certain categories, well, you know what? Just get it in at some time. Now, the distance, the speed, and the duration, this is really important because I have people say to me all the time, Dr. Zyrowski, I walk 3 miles a day. Why aren't they getting health improvement from this? Or Dr. Zyrowski, I walk for an hour every day. It's like, well, that's great, but what's going on here? Well, according to the research, the most important factor is speed, because we don't want to just mosey around and do a slow walk. We actually want to get some speed in there so that our cardiovascular system is working, our heart rate goes up, we're building a little bit of a sweat here, and also breathing a little bit heavier. And this is where you're going to get the real benefit. Now, 30 minutes a day, 5,000 steps at a fast pace. We don't want to just do 10,000 steps throughout the day walking wherever. We want to get that fast pace, 5,000 steps in, and that's where the true benefit comes from. Now, what I love about this is anybody can do it. It's free and it'll transform your health forever. I'm Dr. Nick Zyrowski. Give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends because they need to hear this. And if you like this video, I think you'll really like this one next.